Okay, it's great that Warren and Griffin has set this day aside as Never Text and Drive Day, but the truth is, you've seen it plenty of times here on 3+U, they take the campaign very seriously all days of the year, so much so that recently they kind of ventured out of their legal comfort zone and got into a fun zone for them, because we're out here this morning at Boyd Speedway, where recently Warren and Griffin has sponsored the T21 car driven by 17-year-old superhero Sawyer Tinker. Good to see you this morning. You were telling me that for kids your age, the idea of never texting and driving is something that y'all have known for a long time. You're pretty proud of your generation.
Yeah, I mean, we've, thousands of teens are killed, and it's just something you kind of look at and think, well, I don't want to be somebody like that, so you just learn not to do it and everything else.
You're a pretty humble person, Sawyer, and we're going to brag on you a bit this morning and talk about your accomplishments on the track out here at Boyd Speedway, but I think that John Mark and C. Mark felt it was very fitting that you be kind of a face for younger drivers, because it can be very easy to think that driving is easy and not always realize the distractions that are out there. You're seeing them all the time on this track.
Yeah, it's driving a regular car is a lot more dangerous than in one of these. We have all of our safety equipment and everything, and just kind of look at it and think, don't want to do something to harm somebody else.
So when they came, did you know that they were going to want to sponsor your car, the T21?
We talked to them about it, and then, nothing. Then it kind of happened. Tammy, she is in with them some, so we just talked, and then they started sponsoring us, and it helped us out a lot.
So I've had a chance to be here for a little while. Sawyer's taken some trips around the track, and the crowd that's here kind of wows at your accomplishments. They, John Mark and C. Mark, are like kids again, watching you rev that engine. And C. Mark's favorite part is when you drift. Is that what you call it, when the car turns?
You can call it whatever you want. The tires hook up and we just go.
The speed at which you drive, Sawyer, is amazing to me. How fast are you going out there?
80, 90 maybe?
No, you have to be going faster than that.
Not these cars. Maybe the super late models, they probably go close to 100 or more.
Does it just appear so fast because of the curves of the track?
Probably that. And the track's muddier today than what it normally is, so more mud equals more traction.
So I was not expecting your answer. Honestly, I thought you were going to tell me a lot faster than that. So you think about how you drive. If he is going 80 miles an hour on this track, raise your hand. There's a good chance you're going 80 miles an hour on the interstate on a pretty regular basis. To see how out of control you could quickly get on that track, you can still bring that home. If you were texting on the interstate, driving 80 miles an hour, which you should not do, in an instant, you could have a life-changing collision.
Yeah, we have all the safety equipment, and we have to focus as hard as we can. And then if you get out on the roads, I can see how quickly things can happen here, so you just take a chance of not doing it out there, just to keep safe.
I have daughters that are around your age, a little older and right about your age. They are actually very good about instructing the adults in their lives about the importance of not texting and driving. Do you find that to be true for your friends?
Yeah, I've told a couple, I've seen people texting and driving and told them, hey, you shouldn't do that, be safe for others, and then they, will put it down, and then it will just keep going.
So I asked you how often you're here, and his face lit up, and you said, what? Do you remember?
Every Friday that they have a race here, we'll be here.
So how old were you when you got into this?
14 or 15.
Were you scared your first time? Because I will confess, when I watched you going around the track, I wasn't prepared for how fast you were really going to go. I felt a little nauseous just watching you.
Ooh, yeah, I wasn't really scared. You're nervous once you're like sitting there ready to go, but as soon as you get on track, all the butterflies and everything goes away, and it's just time to go.
Do you have little kids coming up to you on a Friday night wanting your autograph or wanting just to ask you questions about it?
Yeah, we have some. It's the best part, seeing the little kids smile and hoping that they'll, keep wanting to get into this and come out here and support us.
I'm out of my element. I don't mind asking you some embarrassing questions that'll look poorly on me, but I'm here, so I may as well. When you're racing on a dirt track, do you use a different kind of car than you would if it was, say, a NASCAR race? Yeah,
we have different chassis. These are Capital race cars here, and they have different ways you set them up. We have shocks and springs and everything, and they're different than NASCAR. They're built for more higher speeds and higher impacts than what our car may be.
When you crank the car, there's a very distinct sound.
Yeah, we have headers on them that make it sound different.
Do you ever stop getting the thrill of revving that engine?
No. If I ever stop to get the thrill, I'll probably quit about that time.
So you didn't want to show off this morning. You did show off because we were all pretty much in awe of you, but you thought as long as I was here, you'd have a little fun with me. So you're actually challenging me to go on the course with you?
Yeah, we got a 2-seater. We're going to let you ride with us.
Are you going to take me 80 or 90 miles an hour around the track, or are you going to go easy on me?
We'll see how it feels when we get out there.
Okay, before we get in the car, because it's going to be loud and you won't be able to hear me anymore, I want to give you the last words to anybody out there watching, whether they're a new driver at 16 or an experienced driver at 86. The importance of the Never Text and Drive campaign.
It's really important to never text and drive. You don't want to harm, some other kids or even adults that have lives just as good as us.
Okay, I'm trusting you, Sawyer. We're gonna go get in that car. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a complete fish out of water, feeling a little bit claustrophobic, but Sawyer says I'm safe, so we're gonna take off. I've got a GoPro in my hand. If I can think and be afraid all at the same time, I'll get some really good video for you. You ready, Sawyer?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Okay, so that was a thrill of a day, and how impressive is Sawyer?
What a soft-spoken, authentic 17-year-old he is.
Yep.
And that's the individual, that's the demographic that we want to reach with Never Text and Drive. If you're a dirt track racer and you're the one putting down the phone and never texting and driving, if he can do it, anybody can do it. Because he's a daredevil anyway.
Right.
Put the phone away.
The TV audience could not see you like I could, John Mark, but y'all had fun sitting up there watching him. You feel like you're in that car with him when you watch him.
It was great going out there and watching, particularly you getting in and out of the car and him taking you around the track and the expressions on your face.
And really, they should actually put it on that video segment about you getting in the car and out of the car, because it was very great.
And what you don't know is I had on white jeans that are still in soaking.
Well, and you were scared to death going out and smiling from ear to ear when you came back.
It was a ton of fun.
Thank you for doing that.
So our fun is continuing. When we come back, we're going to have a proclamation read by the city, officially declaring this Warren and Griffin's Never Text and Drive Day. Plus, that wheel is spinning. We're back with more of our Never Text and Drive Day from Miller Park in just a minute.